Right, so good morning. Was in our 5th day in Cornwall, and I've just set off for my morning walk, but today we are going to be walking somewhere a little different. So yesterday I mentioned about the chip shop and the old inn. So what we're going to do is walk there. Now it is cloudy, it is spitting of rain, but should be a good day. Now yesterday I didn't really film much because all we did was visit St Ives and it was packed. So yeah, I didn't really film much there because of how busy it was. So today we are going to Falmouth, and hopefully it's not busy there, but there is, sorry I can see a hair on me. There is a shop called Bolt Vintage. They sell loads of vintage clothes there and stuff like that. So yeah, should be a nice little day in Falmouth. We're also going to see if we can visit the Greenbank Hotel, which was also used in an episode of Treasure Hunt. But yeah, I'm just walking down this road. Back down there is the chocolate factory, so it won't take me long to walk to the chip shop. Now, just walking up this road, there was a little mini market that used to be here. I can't remember actually when it closed down. Now, yeah, I can't actually remember when it closed down. I think it was closed before I had even started to come here. But just next to it is the Mullion Village Hall. Now, if I remember rightly, and with what my dad told me, it's actually where I think it was Roger Taylor first started out. Now, he did live in Truro. I think it was, yeah, Truro. But, yeah, he'd had his own little band, and he had started out at Mullion Village Hall. Fun fact for you there. Now, obviously, can't really see much, there's just chairs in there, but yeah, and there's this little telephone box that has actually been turned in to a public library, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, if we carry on walking down here, we're soon at the chip shop. Now, as we are getting closer to the chip shop, there is a little road that goes off to the left here, and that is actually where we used to stay when coming down to Mullion, and it is actually up for auction. That one right there. We used to stay there when we came to Mullion. It's called the Nook. Now, from what we think that it's actually going to be demolished, and they're going to start from scratch. But just as we turn this corner here, from there we have the chip shop. So here we are. It closed down last year, if I remember rightly, and we have been talking to some locals, and we think that well, we're surprised that nobody has actually taken it on, because if we come round here, it is up for sale, and you get this 3-bedroomed house. Look, we get a 3-bedroomed house and the fish and chip shop. So we get this lovely little house, and literally just next door you get the fish and chip shop. There, look. But if we carry on walking down here, we are soon at the Old Inn. So just as I'm walking to the Old Inn, that there used to actually be a pizza place, and I remember when we used to stay in the Nook that we went in there and took away a chocolate pizza. Yes, it sounds absolutely bizarre, but we took away a chocolate pizza and we took it back to the Nook, and my sister, being about 2 or 3, it was all around her mouth. But yeah, and so the Old Inn is literally down there, but right near it you have the Mullion Church. It's just a nice little church, just to have a walk around. Now in April, because it was Easter time, we went in there into the church, and me, my brother and sister painted a few eggs. But yeah, it's just a nice little church. I will, if I can, go inside of it at some point and film a bit for you lot. But look, it's just a nice small graveyard that you just go for walks around. Now obviously I did mention it as just a small graveyard, but yeah, just a nice little one. Now just if you walk that way, there is a spa. Obviously that's food and drink spa, not a, what's it? But actually, I'm wondering if it's actually open. yeah, there we go. Now, to carry on towards the old inn, which is literally that thatched roofed place there. So let's carry on. Right, so here we are. I did say it was just a short walk, and literally there is the church. But yeah, it's just a nice little pub. It's currently under new management, but you can actually stay in them rooms there and them rooms there. It is quite expensive, but you can stay in it. Now, our favourite seat is that one there, or if you just go through this door and then turn left when you get to the bar, you get to what is known as the library. We love to sit in there, but it's just a nice little village pub block. Same as every other pub. It's just a nice little village pub. So there's the old inn, and just up there, everybody, is the church. So it's literally just down the road. But yeah, it's a nice little village pub. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to walk down here, and there actually is a public footpath going through the park. So we are going to try and see where it leads to. Now, when I say park, it is just a small area which is filled with the regular stuff from a park. You've got a zip line there, got some little football goals, you've got a basketball hoop, and then obviously you've got the children's play area. And then you just got a field. But yeah, it's just a nice little park. So what we are going to do is walk round this bit and see where it leads to. Right, so there was one of two ways for you to go from the park, and one end comes out by the church, which is where we've just been, so we've been round in one big circle. But there is actually another way. So we will have a look where that way comes out of. But yeah, it's just like a little alleyway to go down, and it is a nice little walk. I know I keep saying that every morning when I go on these walks, but yeah, it's just a nice little walk. Right, so I've just walked the other way, and just up there where those floodlights are, just that bit there, is actually Mullion Football Club. So I think if I just walk down here, I will actually come out by the football club, so I can show you lot more of what I was showing you yesterday. Right, so just as I've walked up a bit more, you can start to see the floodlights a bit better, which are just over that bush and that house. So if we will keep walking up here, we will see the front of the football club. But yeah, it's been a nice little walk. We've been round by the church, the chip shop, and the old inn. Literally just round this corner, on the corner actually, is the football club. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cross over and right in this corner where this car is the football club, Mullion Football Club. So yeah, right, so here we are, look, Mullion Football Club. Now, 1st November at 2:30. Unfortunately, we are going to have left by then. I'm not going to go in fully, but yeah, there, in fact I will, because here is the field from a different angle. And just where that gate is there is where I was showing the field from yesterday, was it? In yesterday's video. But yeah, here is Mullion FC. The dugouts are over there, only small dugouts. The great family stand as well. But yeah, this is Mullion Football Club's ground, you put it. Now, if actually you just look over that way a bit, you can actually see the sea. Now, I don't know how well that is picking up on camera, but yeah, you can see the sea from Mullion Football Club. And it's actually called Clifton Park. So you can see the sea from Clifton Park, which is Mullion Football Club's ground. But yeah, it's a nice little ground actually. Yeah, so now if we carry on walking round, we come out at the road I walked up yesterday, actually, towards the hotel, the Mullion Cove Hotel. So we turn around here, and just up there is the road I walked down yesterday. So we've just gone in a nice little circle. Right, so there is Trenant Lane, which is the way I'm going to walk back. But down there is where you could see the football ground from yesterday when I showed you. But let's walk down Trenant Lane and we come out at the chocolate factory. So yeah, I'm sorry to those who loved the llamas bit, but no llamas this morning. Unfortunately, I decided to go and walk a different way this morning, I'm afraid, but you'll get the llamas again tomorrow morning. Always be careful down this bit as well. It is uneven, even though there is, I think most of them are holiday homes, but yeah, it's always uneven and muddy. Right, so here we are, and so we've just walked down the Mullion lane, the Trance lane, which is just there, and here is the chocolate factory. I just wanted to take this time and say a huge thank you to my family, first of all. They have just been the best, helping me through a lot of stuff. And then a huge thank you to my girlfriend, for starters. She has been the best I could have asked for. She was, or well, she is, a blessing in my life. And I also wanted to say a huge thank you to my mates, especially my best mate, who I've known for 12, maybe 13 years. He has been there through absolutely everything. He's stuck by my side through everything, and he's just been the best I could have ever asked for. He is like a brother to me, the big brother that I've never ever had. And I wanted to also say thank you to one of my other mates. She has been through a lot of stuff herself, and I've helped her through that, but she has been there for me as well, helping me with everything. And just taking this time out to think on my walks, what they've done for me, my family, my girlfriend, my best mates, everything they've done. And 2025 has been a huge struggle for me and my family, but we are all pushing through it, and everybody that I've just mentioned has helped me through it as well, and I'm so grateful and appreciative of what they've all done for me. So yeah, just a huge thank you to everybody I've just mentioned. They have been the best, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. I know they've had their struggles as well, and I've tried my hardest to help them through it, but they have just been the best with helping me. I also want to say a huge thank you to my cousin as well, because she has stuck by my side like my best friend. In fact, yeah, they're just, both of them, in fact all of them, have helped me through everything. And my cousin, me and my cousin Lad, are ups and downs with each other, but we've both stuck by each other's side, and we've just helped each other with everything we can help with. My cousin always says, when she's helped me out, that I owe her 10 grand for everything that she's helped me with. So, hopefully she's watching this, but don't worry, I will send you your money. But yeah, I will see you lot when we get to Falmouth.
Yeah, that's fine. Lovely. Thank you very much.
So everybody, this is the main bit of Falmouth. I just went into this shop here, and it's called the Cornish store, and they had Trenant's chocolate in there that I showed you, or I will just put it in now. And if I just quickly cross over the road, just here is that Bolt vintage store that I was talking to you about this morning. Now, I have already been in there, look. Nice little Bolt vintage bag. I've got myself a Green Bay Packers shirt. The Green Bay Packers are the NFL team that I support. But yeah, just down there is the harbour.
You have to go in and vote now. What's your favourite? I think you go in, last time you did it, you get a pack of sweets.
Dad, he don't bother himself.
Now we've just walked up there and round to the left, and there is still some more things down here. But apart from that, this is pretty much it for Falmouth, everybody. Right, so that over there is Falmouth, and that there is Flushing. Now, we think that on Treasure Hunt, Annika Rice started on that hill there, and there is the Greenbank Hotel, which is where the first clue took them to. So it's literally just in one big circle. So everybody, this is the Greenbank Hotel. Now I think we might be able to just step inside of the lobby area, reception bit, but that over there is Flushing, and just there is Falmouth. Now, the clue to start off the episode was opposite a port with the same opposite the place with the same name as a Dutch port, which is Flushing, which is there. a storybook toad emerged. Register, I can't remember the rest of it, but obviously the Greenbank Hotel is opposite Flushing, and basically what they had to do was find 2 letters and go to the hotel register and use the dates that were on the letters to find the clue which was in the hotel register. So, yeah. I don't know how much you will be able to hear me right now because the wind is extremely bad, but I've just stopped off here and genuinely I'm being pulled back. That's how strong the wind is at the minute, and you can probably tell by the waves that it is extremely bad. Genuinely, I don't think I've ever been in any worse conditions than this since we had the tail end of a hurricane off the United States. Yeah, it is like really windy up here, and I could hardly move. It was actually shaking the car when I was in there. But yeah, as cool as it is, I don't really enjoy it, let's put it that way.